Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Empoleon in the Ultra Premier. Now we're going to be doing something a little bit different with this Shadow Empoleon that the average person is going with lately, and that is going to be, we're going to go with Waterfall instead of Steel Wing, because I keep encountering all these Pokemon that would be a lot better if I had Waterfall. So we're just going to go ahead and roll with that. We'll switch it up to Steel Wing in another video, but for this one we're going to go ahead and go Waterfall. And let's see what we have going on here. The IVs on this Shadow are actually not too bad, as you're going to see here in just a second. It could be worse, but I'll take that. That's not bad at all. We're going to be pairing it up with Skeledirge as well as Dragalge. Just found that this team worked out pretty nice, and we're going to have some fun with it. Let's go ahead and see what we have going on. Unfortunately, I did not get the name of the first trainer. Started the recording a little late, but funny enough, we are encountering an Empoleon, not Shadow though. They are going to be swapping into their Poliwrath here. An Ice Punch is going to be doing quite a bit of damage. We are going to go ahead and let it go as we do resist the counter. It's not like it's going to help us out because at this point, they're pretty much just going to farm us down and come out of this with a lot of energy. So you're not looking too great for me here, but at least we're able to do a little bit more quick move damage before we do go down while hitting the Disarming Voice immediately as we do bring in the Skeledirge. They're going to be shielding it up, and we sneak and Incinerate through here. More than likely, this is going to be a Scold, so we're going to go ahead and shield it up, see if we can farm them down. I swap like an idiot. Okay, let's go. All right, what am I doing here? Catching a Scold. All right, I mean, guess that's a good idea, I suppose, and they have a Venusaur in the back. We're going to go ahead and go for the Drill Peck, which is not getting stab, unfortunately, but it is going to be doing super effective damage as well as shadow damage, and it does quite a bit. We do have, what do we have in the back again? Skeledirge? Yeah. And we have that Empoleon. We're just going to immediately throw the Shadow Ball here because Venusaur is really not going to be able to do much. I mean, everything is resisted here. We got that quick move through, and after this is done, it's out of here. I could have literally put my phone down. All right, next game. What do we have? What do we have? And how is Waterfall going to help us? Let's continue on and see here. All right, so we're met with a Shadow Dragonite here. You know, it could be worse. I mean, at least we have Disarming Voice, right? So we're going to go ahead and shield this Dragon Claw. And they actually swapped to catch this Disarming Voice with, I do believe, a Nidoqueen. Okay, very nice catch. Not very effective to that Poison type. So this is where Surf is going to be coming in handy here. But our opponent is going to outsmart me. Okay, they go for Poison Fang. Now, here's the thing. They did have Earth Power. So it wasn't like miscounting. I don't know what I'm not doing, okay? They actually just went for that because it is going to be the smarter play, knowing that I was going to potentially shield it up after they built up to that, and now they're just doing more damage. So, well, on them, I suppose. We're playing a shieldless battle here. This is going to KO us. So, Waterfall, it is coming in handy. Like I said, it did great. Okay, it's like it usually does. Steel Wing is just pretty good, though. Okay, I'm not denying that. All right, so we're going to be going up against them here with our Dragalge. We're going to let this go. Well, we have no more shields on either end, so it's not like you have any choice. We're going to go ahead and throw the Aqua Tail. Not very effective, and I think we're going to swap into Skeledirge here to start building up our energy. They bring back that Dragonite. We get to the Disarming Voice, and this is an absolute wrap here for us. And we take the win. Let's go. All right, next game. We're going to be leading with Skeledirge the entire time. Met with an Aurora. So, right, so it's an okay matchup. They're going to be swapping into their Feraligatr. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Dragalge and shield this up. More than likely an Ice Beam. Of course it is. So I kind of wanted to just farm them all the way down here, but I think I actually just tapped on that Aqua Tail. And okay, no. Oh, I get a little nervous here. I could have farmed them down, I'm pretty sure. But we're just going to go ahead and throw, I suppose, wasting all that energy. Lovely. Knowing that they're going to be bringing back their Aurorus, which is also going to be weak to water. So we're going to be able to hit them with that Aqua Tail here. And another one. If they want a double shield, that'd be great, because we do have that Empoleon that's going to be able to handle them. All right, they let that one go. They're farming up, building up a decent amount of energy here. And they go for the Weather Ball, which is, you know, what you want to do. Bringing in the Empoleon, they're immediately swapping. They have a Poliwrath in the back. Now we can take a Scold, and the Empoleon will be able to take out the Poliwrath with the Drill Peck. Okay, and we do resist everything on the Aurorus. So let's see how this does work out as far as the Empoleon is concerned. Hitting me with the Scold, going for the Disarming Voice, and they're letting it go. We're oh, wait, they already used their shield. Okay, I'm a little behind here. My bad. All right, so we got the shield. That's all we needed to do. Building up to that Drill Peck to take them out. An Aurorus, even with Meteor Beam, is not going to be able to finish us off because of that Steel typing. It's going to be close because we're Shadow, but it's not enough. So let's see, Meteor Beam, and then we farm them down. Now, if we had Steel Wing, that would be 4 times effective right there because it is rock and as well as ice, okay? So that would have been a better situation for me, but still worked out very nicely. It's just going up against fire types, specifically like Skeledirge or something, right? All right, so we're up against this Pidgeot, hitting me with that Feather Dance, lowering my attack by 2 stages. Gonna go ahead and go for that Disarming Voice. We're staying right here. There's no point to swap and lock ourselves into something bad. Let's just play this one out here with the Skeledirge and see what happens here. All right. Oh, all right. That was not, I did not mean to shield that up. Yep, you can tell. I never hit the shield that quick. Maybe sometimes, but that was absolutely a mistake. So at this point, I'm pissed at myself, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, I just wasted that. Since they dropped my attack so much and we have so much energy, we're not going to throw. We're going to hold on to it so we can refresh our attack and just bring in the Dragalge here. Of course, they're going to hit me with that Ice Punch. And they do have 2 shields. I figured they might let this go because they lowered my attack, but they used their shield here, of course. At least we do resist the counter on the Dragalge, so we don't have to worry about getting farmed down. And they're going to have to throw their energy here, right? Okay, so what do we want to do? We bring in the Skeledirge, immediately going for the Disarming Voice. Do they want to use another shield? They let it go, and I immediately swap. And when they do, or when I do, they swap into their Skeledirge, and we're looking great here. Now, a Shadow Ball will be enough to KO after the Incinerate. So at this point, because we are Shadow, would be enough. So what we're going to do is shield this up. See if we can farm them down here. Unfortunately not. I was being an absolute idiotic scrub and I screwed this all up. They hit me with a Shadow Ball. Wow, I'm such a silly guy. All right, going for the Shadow Ball, but Skeledirge is going to be able to pull this one off for us here after my screw up there. So Skeledirge coming in clutch like it usually does. Next game, what are we going to see here? A Honchkrow. Of course we are. Dark type with our freaking ghost. But it's okay because the thing is just way too glassy anyways. All right, so we will shield this up because otherwise it will KO. This thing just hits way too hard. We might survive barely, but I'm not going to test the waters there. So they're going to be shielding up themselves. We will be able to outpace them. Oh, they're going to be catching. Looks like they swapped into, was that an Empoleon? Oh yeah, sure was. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our own. Now let's have a little fun here. All right, we did get off that Disarming Voice, so their health has been chipped a little bit. So the Waterfall is going to be doing more damage here, okay? And the Shadow is just going to be able to pull this one off because of that damage we were able to get earlier with that Disarming Voice. So it turned out to work for us. So what we're going to do is farm them down. Beautiful. I blindly throw Hydro Cannon. I should have went for Drill Peck, and I do believe they bring in a Venusaur here. Oh, yep, this is exactly the one I'm thinking. And of course, I go for the Hydro, but they shield up, so it doesn't even matter. We got their last shield anyways. Beautiful. And we have 2 Pokemon that will absolutely wall Venusaur. So what we're going to do is just catch with the Skeledirge. Yeah, it's just going to go down here. Farm them down. Well, at least 1 Dragon Tail. And there's nothing they can do here. Dragalge completely shuts it down in every way. Yeah, going for Sludge Bomb is probably almost going to be your better bet because it is simply not going to be 4 times resisted as opposed to Frenzy Plant. And we take that win there with the Dragalge. All right, looking good. Next game, what are we going to see here? A Walrein. All right, sounds good. This is an okay lead. They're going to be immediately swapping into their Ampharos. And I think I'll swap into the Dragalge. I think that's what I want to do here after I throw and put the pressure on as well as retreating with energy. Come on, swap into Dragalge. Yeah, there we go. And we're catching a Brutal Swing. Very nice. Not like they would do anything else because I would assume they would probably have Thunder Punch or Trailblaze, which you still want to go with the Brutal Swing. All right, we're going to farm them down here, I think. Nope. Okay, we're not brave enough. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and take them out here with that Aqua Tail. Still holding on to 1 shield. Same with them. Can we get to that Outrage? Unfortunately not. Wow, what a massive screw up, folks. But we're going to go ahead and go for the Disarming Voice after building up to the Shadow Ball to kind of build that illusion, but they still let it go. All right, so we'll shield this up. We'll use our last shield here. They're going for Earthquake. Sounds good. And they have a Talonflame. So here you go. Waterfall coming in clutch for me yet again. So if I had Steel Wing, horrible position because they already have a shield. So what am I going to do? Hit them with quick moves? Or they're just going to shield up my Hydro? No, that's not. It doesn't work like that. And we're able to barely pull this one off. Oh my goodness. Now I screwed up here. This is the one where I severely screwed up. I should have threw that Hydro to get a shield or take them out, but it still works. Again, Skeledirge making up for my screw ups. Amazing. Next game, we're met with a Snorlax. This is a very interesting matchup here. If they have the standard moves, then we resist both of them, Body Slam as well as Superpower, while the Lick is going to be doing a ton of damage to me. I'm not going to be able to go for Shadow Ball because obviously that's not very effective, so it's all about the Disarming Voice. So here we go. Body Slam, not very effective. Getting to the next Disarming Voice. Do they want to use a shield on that Snorlax? And they are letting it go while getting to one more Body Slam, and we get a quick move through, and we will win this matchup obviously here. And they bring in their Pidgeot. Perfect. So we're going to be able to do just a little bit more chip damage with the Disarming Voice. Shoot, I think they're going to be able to farm us down here. I don't want to lock myself, and we get to another one. Okay. Oh, heck yes. Skeletor's putting in that work. Getting a shield from them. Bringing in the Empoleon because at least we'll resist all of these moves here. Brave Bird is still going to hurt, as you're going to see. All right, still tanking that. Very nice. And they bring in a Chestnut, 4 times weak to flying. So we're going to go ahead and threaten them with this, and then swap into our Dragalge. They back out because they already know that it's an absolute wrap. There's nothing they can do there. Most of these games, it doesn't come down to skill. Again, I have to always emphasize this. I mean, look at this lead. What are they supposed to do? Well, let's watch. Let's see. Oh, okay. Of course, I had to try to make this example for this screw-up game that I did. All right, I missed-swap there. Obviously, I was supposed to go into Empoleon, right, which resists confusion. So they're probably laughing, like, wow, he's giving me the game, Freelo. Okay. Okay, so bad example there, but let's see how I guess I can pull this one off, right? But my point was, when you're hard counter in the front and in your swap, there's nothing you can really do too much, okay? Let's be realistic. Anyways, gonna go ahead and go for the Drill Peck there. Swap into the Skeletor, as they do have that Venusaur back into the battle. I'm gonna let that go, of course. Farm them down. Still holding on to 2 shields. What are they gonna do for us? What are they gonna do? Bring in that Slowking, I dare you. Sylveon, sounds good. So we're already looking pretty good here. And if I had went into my initial Pokemon that I should have up against that Slowking, which would have been Empoleon, we would have had an extremely good alignment here, and there's quite literally nothing that they would have been able to do unless they do have that sneaky Fire Blast on the Slowking, which would have one-shotted the Empoleon. That would have been their win con. All right, but at this point, there's nothing they can do. We have a Shield Energy on the Skeletor, and that's a wrap. Folks, if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for stopping by, as well as watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!